And we're live. And for once, I'm not gonna play a game. Instead, I'm gonna be making some art. Because you know what? I need an excuse to draw more, and I wanna work on some Fakemon, so I'm gonna do just that. Also, I really hope you guys like my new PNG tuber, because I like it. I like the little animations it has. So, yeah. You guys are probably wondering, hey Kindrite, you probably have an idea of what you're gonna draw, right? And for once I can say, absolutely I have an idea. I'm gonna draw a Fakemon version of the Poplio line. And I should probably look up references before I actually start drawing, because that's just good practice. So Poplio is like this sweet, innocent baby seal guy. Yeah, that's Poplio. And I'm gonna feel really bad because I'm gonna put this guy through not a fun time. It's not gonna be a fun time for this guy. It's just not. But you know what? Everybody deserves to have a little bit of like a revenge arc. And I can't wait to put Poplio and its family on a little revenge arc thing. Because everybody deserves a little revenge arc. That's just something I believe in. Alright, and now the final one of the family is, of course, Primarina. Lovely mermaid. But she is not going to be a lovely mermaid in this region. If anything, she's kind of going to be a siren. Kind of, no, she is just going to be a siren. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. It's going to be lovely. It's gonna work amazingly well, too. Okay, so, but for now, we start off with Poplio. And Poplio, in this region, does not have a good time. They just don't. They basically got hunted down for their water-resistant fur, and now they're just terrified of humans. They see them as relentless hunters, apex predators, you know. Fun times. Definitely not, but hey, we need some lore. We need to have a reason why Primarina has decided to go murderous. And we need to have a relatively good reason. Also, just in case you ask, no, I do not draw in the Pokemon style. I'm really not good at replicating styles. But I do my best. So this Poplio has learned to cover its nose because it's very, very bright and people are able to find it just because of its nose. And they've also learned to stay hidden and not make a sound. And generally speaking, they just don't have a good time. But don't worry, once you evolve, you will get the lovely revenge arc you deserve, Poplio. I believe you will get the revenge arc you deserve. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be lovely. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, so am I happy with that? Am I gonna be happy covering the nose? Let's find out. Let's find out. Actually, actually, I am kind of happy with that. It gives like a really messed up alternate version of like this happy little guy. So yeah, I'm more than okay with covering up that nose. Okay, so the sketch is done. Now we get to go over to the lovely middle child. I'll be honest, not the biggest fan of Brienne, but I can use this. Brienne is definitely going to be far less friendly than Poplio. They also have a lot smaller of a nose, darn. Ooh, I like the eyes. I've just now realized how creepy those eyes actually are. Like the little slits. So one lash here, one lash here. Now Brienne is basically gonna evolve from the Poplio, and they're gonna be like, wait a minute, I don't want to be scared. I'm not gonna be scared anymore. I'm gonna get revenge because I've seen so many people, so many Poplio, my friends, my family. Okay, I don't like this post. I've seen so many. I've seen so many of my friends and family get murdered. I'm not going to. I'm not going to let anyone else die. I'm gonna go after those humans, and I'm gonna make them regret fishing me up. And yeah, that's basically what this Brion does. They go after, like, they hunt down fishing boats and just make them pay for everything. Which, you know, if my friends and family were hunted down and murdered, I would probably not do the same. I'm a coward. But yeah, I do understand you, Brion. You go. You start that revenge arc. You go, Brion. You get your revenge arc going. It's, yeah. Can you tell that I'm really not used to drawing, like, Pokemon style stuff? I'm just sticking to my own style because I firmly believe that even if you can't really get the style down, you can still get the idea down, and getting an idea down is better than doing nothing at all. That's just at least what I believe. Gonna make it more jagged, but still kinda elegant. Because, contrary to what people think, I actually do kinda like the skirt idea of Brienne. I think it's cute. It's funny. I like. I like it. And then the tail is just gonna go here. Wait, no. There. That's where it should be. And then I go here. One fin, two fin. Yeah, that looks about right. I'm not really the one who is like, oh, it's a dangerous Pokemon, we need to add class to it. That just doesn't work for me. But, you know, this is still pretty fun. So here we have Brion, who is definitely not as friendly as, you know, the Brion we know from Alola. Keep in mind these are just sketches, I'll get better as I refine the design. Okay, this is one I actually think is kind of fun because I changed the name of Primarina and I changed it to Krimarina. And you know Ariel from the Disney movie? Like how she's like obsessed with like human made stuff and how she loves like collecting that human stuff. Well, think of it as an evil Ariel who decides, hey, you know what? I'll just take down those ships myself to get more stuff. And yeah, uh, this Pokemon, I've named him Krimarina, has gone on from hating humans to thinking like, hey, their ships would make beautiful decorations for my territory, and just taking them down, basically. So they don't hate humans anymore, but also they're not good for humans because they just don't care about the fact humans are living creatures that need ships to get to land. They just don't care about that. They're like, okay, you humans need your ships to survive on the open sea. Well, I need your ships to make my territory look good. So, yeah, that's a fun one. I also think that while they are territorial and have their own territories, they're very welcoming of other Krimarina, but not in the way you expect. Like, they're welcoming because they can be like, ah, yes, I can show off all the ships I sunk. Ah, yes. And yeah, it's it's I think it's neat. I think it's a really nice way of how this Pokemon grows, in a way. It doesn't. It does get over its anger, but now it just treats humans the same way humans treat Poplio. Like, oh, yeah, you don't care about its life. Well, I don't care about your life. I don't care about the fact that me sinking your ship will probably lead to many, many deaths. I genuinely don't care about that. I just care about what you guys can give me and what I can get if I sink your ship. So, yeah, that's the story of Krimarina and its pre-evolutions. I actually used to have a male Primarina in Sun and Moon, and I named him Prince. He was a really good bean. I'm normally the type to pick grass starters for some weird and bizarre reason, but I just went water because Poplio. I like Poplio. I mean, Rowlet is really cool, and I do like Rowlet, but Poplio though. I drew it a little too big. Guess I gotta resize it. But I do think this is a pretty solid design. Okay, yeah, I basically changed nothing of Primarina, so that's why it's a pretty solid design. But, you know, it's the idea. I am working on an idea. I may refine this later on. But, yeah, honestly, I should stream more often. I'm getting ideas. I'm also getting ideas for, like, Fakemon. This is going to be a shorter stream. Like, I'm probably just going to work on, like, getting the line art done for at least one of these, and that would be it. But I do think, I do like how this turned out. I also really like how the eye turned out. But yeah, this is basically evil Ariel. And you know what? I'm just gonna do the line art on this one and then I'll call it. Because this isn't meant to be a long stream, this is just a please get something down on paper and call it a day stream. Because I've been art blocked for a while now, and I just needed to find new ways to actually do something. And hey, if this stream, actually, am I going to make that a star or am I going to make it something else? Because I've been thinking, if they sunk ships, then they probably have like human stuff that they stole. So why not make it a gemstone? Yeah, this is looking good. This is, yeah, I actually kind of like that. And then instead of all the way up there, we go here. And then we do this, giving it a nice fur coat feeling. Yeah. Okay, this is looking relatively solid. There we go. Man, I really need to draw more. I've gotten out of shape and out of practice. I actually did a test a while ago to see what I create art, what emotion causes me to make art, and the answer was just escapism. And you know what? Fair enough. I do like art as an escape. I think it's really neat. I love creating art, and I tend to make art when I feel kind of bad. But also, that's not very convenient when I'm happy and content with my life. Do I need to be miserable to continue making art? I mean, if the answer is yes, then I will absolutely put myself through misery because I love drawing. But yeah, nothing comes out. When I'm happy, I rarely create artwork. And I guess that's actually kind of a positive that I don't really draw much now because it means I'm happy, I'm content, I'm in my lane and thriving. But also, uh, I don't like the fact that I am so easily influenced to either make art or not make art at all. So, you know, fun times ahead. Yay. Man, I am pretty curious about um, other streams, other streaming sites, and you know, because apparently Twitch is kind of dying. Actually, I don't really know if it's dying or not, but I mostly I'm mostly active on YouTube right now. It's just easier for me. But you know, chances are I will start streaming on both Twitch and YouTube again. Not really sure how I'm gonna do that, but I'm sure there's ways. I used to do that. I used to stream on both sides. Okay, wait. Primarina has all those spikes on her tail. What if I put them on here instead? Just a little higher up. Yeah, that gets rid of the empty space. And after removing the sketch, yeah, I can say that I'm happy with that. I can say that I like that. So yeah, how about we call it here for today? Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next stream. See ya!